Hello students, I'm Dr. N. Kavita and you're watching LPV Chemistry Learn, Practice and Victory. Students, today is the last session of acid, base and salt. Today we are going to study some preparation of some of the useful substances. I hope you have heard about baking powder, washing soda, bleaching powder and plaster of Paris. The bleaching powder is a disinfectant used for washing the bathrooms, and the washing soda is used as a cleansing agent and it is used in laundries. The baking powder are used in cold drinks and baking a cake. The plaster of Paris is used to mold the toys and used for casting the bone fracture. Students, the preparation properties and uses can be separate questions, but here I have given a comparative study so that you can easily remember all the four important substances and their chemical properties. Students, I hope you are liking, sharing, and subscribing my videos, and see you with the next unit soon. Thank you, students. How to prepare bleaching powder, washing soda, baking powder, and plaster of Paris. Students, the question is give preparation, property, and uses for bleaching powder. These questions, I don't believe that they will all come in one question. It can be like give preparation, property, and uses of bleaching powder alone. But in order to make it simplified and for you to remember, I have made this chart. So let's start with the first one, the bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is used as a disinfectant. It is used to clean the pools, washing places, and to bleach the clothes, treatment of water, drinking water. Now, we need to know how bleaching powder is prepared. You take slaked lime, or it is known as calcium hydroxide. When slaked lime or calcium hydroxide, it is treated with chlorine, it gives calcium oxychloride. This calcium oxychloride is bleaching powder. This bleaching powder, when treated with acid, it gives chlorine. Now, you have to balance this equation, and this chlorine which is liberated is known as available chlorine. This available chlorine is responsible for the bleaching action. Now let us take bleaching powder, add water to it. It gives calcium hydroxide with chlorine. This chlorine is available chlorine which is used for bleaching action, which is responsible for the bleaching purpose. So the first one, bleaching powder or calcium oxychloride, is prepared by treating slaked lime or calcium hydroxide with chlorine. Washing soda can be prepared by treating sodium bicarbonate. When it is heated, it gives sodium carbonate, water with liberation of carbon dioxide. When you take the washing soda, which is used for laundry purposes, as I told you, it is prepared from sodium bicarbonate. It gives sodium carbonate. Now, the sodium carbonate is treated with 10 molecules of water. You take 10 water molecules, you get Na2CO3, which is your sodium carbonate. With water, it gives sodium carbonate 10H2O, and this is known as washing soda. The washing soda is alkaline in nature. Its pH is above 8 and it is hygroscopic in nature. That means that it absorbs the moisture. The uses of washing soda is it is used as a cleansing agent for removal of hardness in water. It is used in paper industries for cleaning up, and it is used to prepare borax, soap, and glass. Now, coming on to baking soda. Baking soda and baking powder are not the same. The baking powder that we obtain for preparing cake, it is made up of, it is already activated one. It is already activated with acid, and the baking soda, we activate it with lemon juice or buttermilk. This is already activated with tartrate, cream of tartrate. Now, let's see what is baking soda. Baking soda is prepared by solvery method, solvery process. Here you take ammonium, ammonium, then water, carbon dioxide, and NaCl. It gives baking soda. This baking soda is nothing but NaHCO3, which is sodium bicarbonate with sodium ammonium chloride. This sodium carbonate has Na plus and HCO3 minus. Here we can see that when NaHCO3 is treated with NaHCO3 is treated with activated with acid, it gives H2O, CO2 plus sodium salt of acid and sodium salt of acid. And this CO2 is responsible for giving the effervescence, and it is responsible for making the cake spongy. We can see that it is basic in nature and corrosive as well. The baking soda is used as antacids, which means that it is used to neutralize the acids which is present in the stomach. It is used as fire extinguisher to stop the fire and making cold drinks. Students, the last one is plaster of Paris, which is also known as POP. Now, in order to prepare POP, we call it as POP. In order to prepare plaster of Paris, you have to take gypsum. This gypsum, when it is heated at 100 degrees Celsius, it gives you the plaster of Paris. The formula for gypsum is calcium sulfate with 2 water molecule, and it has got 2 water molecules, whereas when it is heated at 100 degrees Celsius, It gives calcium sulfate. The water molecule becomes 1 by 2 H2O. Hence, it gets the name calcium sulfate hemihydrate. When this is called as plaster of Paris or POP. When the plaster of Paris is again treated with, or it absorbs the water from the atmosphere, or when water is added, it becomes calcium sulfate 2H2O, which is your gypsum. So it retains its originality. POP, it is it reabsorbs the moisture and comes back to its original state. The uses of gypsum is it is used for making toys, plaster for the fractured bones, molds. Thank you, students. By now we have finished one unit, acid, base and salt, 10th standard CBSE chemistry. We have seen 17 questions and we have completed the entire chapter by now. Any questions you have, please put it in the comment, and soon we will have a quick recap of the same chapter. And I want you people to let me know what is the next unit you want me to cover. Thank you, students, for watching.